Hello out there to all my beautiful subscribers. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quadmft here, and in yesterday's video I talked about my dad and I's new advice series, so that's what we're doing today. Introduce yourself, Dad.
Hey, what is up, warriors? It's the Quadfather here, and today we are listening.
That's what we're doing. Our job is to listen right here, so I have a little bit of a letter or an inbox I got on YouTube. That's how you guys are going to contact me. If you guys want advice from my dad and I, if you guys just want to sort of, technically interact with us, make sure to inbox me your sort of, I don't want to say problems, but whatever you're having, trouble with, inbox us.
Any questions at all, we'll answer them all.
And it doesn't have to be featured on this video. You can say, I don't want this on. I mean, obviously, all you guys are going to remain anonymous. Nothing's going to happen. No one's going to know who you are or anything. I'll leak out details that, maybe people like that may give it away, like how old you are, where you live, your name and state, and all that different stuff. But we're going to take a look at the first question. Sound good?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready. The first one says, advice. Hey Quad, so I saw your video about the advice, and let's say I need some. So this guy, he clearly is specifically asking for advice.
He's ready.
All right, here it goes. So I'm in grade 8, and why he says grade 8 is because he's in Canada, but that's completely beside the point. So he's in 8th grade. He's around, he could be 12 years old way at the beginning, but he's probably around 13 to 14 area. So I'm in grade 8. As of now, I'm having trouble keeping focused. I know it sounds stupid, but hear me out. It seems like I have all these ideas and goals, but I just can't really focus. I start drifting away, thinking about like problems, like having a fight with one of my friends, or just slacking off. Any advice? I know it doesn't make sense, but it's really bothering me. An inbox reply would be nice. Thanks.
Well, part of the problem, I think, is that he actually is solving his problem in his question. He knows that he can focus. I mean, he hasn't had this problem his whole life. I mean, the first thing I look at, coming from my profession, is how long has this been going on? And it sounds like it's just recent. Everyone can go through kind of a phase in their life where they're not as focused because they have a lot of things on their mind. I mean, from their phone to, just other people in the class. Maybe there's a pretty girl that sits next to him.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's tons of different things that could really distract you. This happened to me in the beginning of my high school year, like at the beginning of this year, which is my freshman year. But it was just, I don't know, I was getting distracted. I wasn't getting straight A's like I always do.
Was it girls?
No, it was my phone. It was all these little different things, everything kind of, slightly adding up. And I feel like that's what's happening to him right here. So, like, I just want to say, you know what to do.
So how do you turn it around then?
I stopped using my phone a ton. I used it in between classes and stuff and like in between lunch and all that. But I don't know. I just focused. When people are constantly slacking off, and you'll start to notice when people are slacking off, I'd say just work on it. I mean, just work on you do your work. Like,
so reduce your distractions, reduce, the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Don't actually pay attention in class. Yep. One thing that I've done that helps me focus is that I actually take notes. I'll actually write things down. Not because I'm going to look at it later, but because it helps me pay attention to what's going on in class. Or I'll make a list of goals or steps or next things to do, and that really helps me focus. I mean, a lot of people are looking for medication. I think in this day and age where we have computers and TV and phones and all these other things that can distract us, I think all of us can be ADD to a certain degree.
Oh, yeah. Like, there are certain people that have it, like, way, way, way out where they actually, like, specifically, like, need medicine. But this guy, you can tell, he just needs to get back on track.
And I don't think it's new. I don't think it's going to go away, and I think it's going to be around for a long time. So you definitely have to learn the tools and the skills to harness it, to focus it, to make yourself pay attention to the things you need to.
There we go. Now let's move on to the second question. Hopefully we answered that pretty well for you, but this one says, Quadmft, please help. This guy's asking for our help. He needs it, right? All right, so it says, my parents are really against video games, and they only let me play on a weekend for 2 hours.
All right, that's it. You shouldn't play video games.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, Dad. Being a hypocrite now. Come on.
All right,
that's not
go
what
ahead.
It's about. But it says, I'm not saying it's not enough, but I would really like to play on weekdays too, since all my friends playing during the school days. My grades are fine, 80 to 100, which is good. If you have all 80 to 100, you're solid, dude.
Yeah.
You could make a video, but I hope you could make a video or just respond. Your help would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, and keep making those awesome videos. Well, thanks, man. But I want to help you out. I'd say talk to your parents. I mean, if you've got good grades, maybe like try and make a deal with them, like a bartering something. Or
sure, absolutely. I think if you actually set up a contract, well, not as be official contract signatures and dates and notaries and everything, but I think if you say, hey, Mom, Dad, if I get 80 to 100, can I play 2 more nights a week or
just
something like that. Like, how do you do it, Quad?
Well, you don't limit me. Like, I could literally like stay on for 6 hours, but that's only if I have all my homework done, if I'm only social, if I have everything else that I need to be completed.
And I'm a bad parent.
No, you're not. Like,
Oh,
clearly
okay.
you're not. To the internet, you're a god. But, but really, like, guys, I know it's way different with all your parents and everything, but I really want to say that I know how to do it. Like, I know how to manage my time.
Well, and that's the thing, is the reason that you don't have a bedtime or anything like that is because you don't have a problem getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
The reason I don't limit your video games or time on the computer is because you go out and you do things that are social and I know that are beneficial to you growing as a person, and your grades are staying up. Now, if any of those things started to slack, we'd have a problem. So I think the answer to this guy's question is to kind of be forward thinking, to talk to your parents about, I'm going to keep my grades up, I'm going to focus, I'm going to not stay up too late.
They want to talk.
Yeah, so why can't I play some video games?
And they
once in a
say,
while?
violent video games aren't good for you, then you're out of the question. There's no way you can get out. No.
Well, no.
Violent video games don't have anything to do with whether you're going to go out and like bludgeon someone in the head with a sharp rock or something. But
no, I think all the people that bludgeon people in the head with a sharp rock or do school shootings may play violent video games, but the people who play violent video games don't go out and do that. So there's a lot more going on if people. How are we talking about violence in video games? This guy just wants to play a little bit more
This guy just wants to
Call
play
of
more
Duty.
video games.
So make a deal with your parents is the bottom line.
Talk to them. Just talk to them. They want to talk to you. I mean, you're their son. So let's move on to the next question. Do you think we answered that one pretty well? The last one?
I'm ready. I think we did good.
That one was pretty fair. All right, this is the last question that we're going to have on today.
Right.
It says, hey, Quad and Quad Father, I'm 15 years old and a sophomore in high school. So 1 year older than me and 1 grade higher than me. He says, I have a lot of friends, but I'm not popular. A couple of weeks ago, I tried smoking weed. He put in quotes, marijuana. Of course, we know what that is. But he says, I kind of liked it. It just made me happier. My parents don't know about it and they're really against it. Should I keep doing it? Dad, let's start off with you since you're the adult.
Yeah, well, the adult.
I know you can't condone marijuana.
No, well, the honest answer is no, you shouldn't, because you're young, your brain is developing. You don't need to put drugs into your system. You also, here's something that people don't often know, is that when people start to use either alcohol or marijuana, they actually stop developing socially. So the skills that you need to learn at your age, you're stopping yourself from learning those. So all in all, you could say, oh, well, weed's not that big of a deal. It's not that strong a drug. I mean, it's not meth. It's not crack. It's not, heroin. It's not all these other things. But actually, it limits your brain development,
which is never good.
And your
Clearly,
social skills. Yeah. So I say until you're old enough to actually make an adult decision and your brain is finished developing, I don't think you're doing yourself any favors. Yeah, sure, it makes you happy. So does alcohol. So do a lot of things, but are they good for you? So thinking short term, you might say, yeah, sure, go ahead. Thinking long term, I don't know that it's doing you any favors. Now, son, what do you say?
In my opinion, I definitely can't condone smoking marijuana or anything, but I'm not, if you're an adult, I'm not fully against it. But if you're a kid, anything under, I think it's 21 for marijuana. It could be 18.
Well, it depends what state you're in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's say, we're in California, so we'll just use that as an example.
Well, you have to pretend to be sick or have a medical condition in order to get in California.
It's easy to do, right?
Oh, well, in California? Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's super easy. So I'd say maybe if you guys, let's say you actually have like back pain and neck pain and you have cancer or whatever, go all the way, dude. You should be able to, no one should be against that because, you have freaking cancer, bro.
Right. But this guy isn't saying that. He's saying it's about social. Yeah, it's about he doesn't have a lot of friends or whatever. And you know what? It's easy to be a bad kid, and the bad kids actually make some friends pretty quickly. Or the kids who want to smoke pot or do these other things, you can find a group of friends. That's an easy one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but are those the type of friends that are going to end up doing making you a better person in the long run? So you want to pick people to be around that are going to actually help you and make you a better person, not just the easy ones who say, hey, let's go smoke a joint.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd say not right now. Maybe when you're 18 or whatever. Maybe if you want to, I'd say at least try it when you're 18. I mean, I'm not gonna say do it every day or anything like that.
Well,
anything
you know what?
When you're not fully developed,
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't do
In
it.
3 years, who know what the marijuana laws are going to be?
Exactly. No one knows. I mean, you can't predict the future unless you're me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this
it's good to be
video.
you.
This was, I don't know. I'm a god, dude.
That's
This
a
was
nice crystal ball you got going there.
Exactly. I got like 4 of them. You guys just can't see it. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
I only have 2 crystal balls.
Ooh. Yeah, come on now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This is a family show.
Yeah, family. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This was the first of hopefully many to come advice videos. Most of them are probably going to be on Wednesday. I'm not going to like specifically say always on Wednesday, but probably Wednesday, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to shot that like button down below. You know how to appreciate it if you did enjoy it, because I do love it when you like it. Make sure to subscribe for more. Lots of Call of Duty Ghost videos, lots of more information, advice, all these different things going on my channel. Social media links are in the description below. So is my dad's Twitter. It's been Quadmft. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'll see you in the advice columns.